Hey, what's up? I heard you wanted to talk to me about the metagame. So, after like getting 3,000 messages on the internet, it's not really that much, it's like 10. But after having like 10 people message me going, hey, will you talk about the metagame? I guess I'll talk about the meta. Let's see here. 2-week syndrome. Alright, it is like, what, 8 days into the format? We have results from one regional. We have more regionals coming up. Legacy of the Valiant's not out. If you're going to play a regional, these are the things that you probably should be ready for in these next 2 weeks. Look at me. Look, you can even see the tripod. Alright, so let's look at the format, shall we? Let me get my pen here while we jot down some things. Yeah, I don't even need that. Alright, so your first matchup you probably should be worried about. It's probably the most dangerous, Yugioh. Let's be real here. Yugioh, turn 1 set armor, set some back row, your turn. You go, alright, draw for turn. Alright, well I don't main deck Nobleman across out, so I'm going to have to summon my guy and attack. Alright, well, your one of 4 back row is probably going to kill my card. So, alright, I still have 5 cards in my hand. My only option is to set 4. Your turn, you're going to go Trap Stun, Flip Armor, Best Summon Accelerator, Bounce Back for Birdman, you get OTK'd. You side deck, you bring in Nobleman across out. You win game 2. Your opponent goes turn 1, set 4, set armor. You look at your hand, you go, oh, I didn't open up anything good. You proceed to set 2, you end your turn, you get Trap Stunned. Welcome to the Yugioh matchup. Happens a lot more than you guys will ever give it credit for. So, Yugioh OTK Central. Let's see here, there's Prophecy. Prophecy is turn 1, or game 1, you lose because your opponent won the dice roll. This one's actually a little bit better. They summon Blue Boy, you didn't open up Valor, so you probably are going to lose to Fate. There might be the chance that you can overpower Fate, depending if you're playing Fire Fist or not. If you can overpower their turn 1 Fate, you probably win game 1. It's pretty easy to break. Games 2 and 3 you board in DNA Surgery. As long as you open up DNA Surgery, probably going to win that matchup. So, good news, you probably beat Prophecy. That wasn't that hard. A lot more easier than people give it credit for. There is also the Mermail matchup. If you guys remember Mermails, sorry, I'm just kind of scrolling through decks here to make sure I'm hitting everyone. Mermails. Oh, look, reveal Stew, discard Marksman, discard Heavy Infantry, pop pop, summon Megalo, recruit for Sphere, set Sphere, attack, end turn. UMST my Sphere, chain Sphere, bring out Linde, chain resolves, clear, bring out Spike, discard Spike, blow up your other back row, do some more recruiting. That's Mermails in a nutshell. They're pretty easy to crack. Open up your 1 of Soldier and 1 of Macro, you win. Pretty straightforward. How to play against Mermails. Be kind of defensive. Don't really blow your load, per se. Try to hold back. As for Fire Fist, MST Dust Tornado will win you that matchup 75% of the time. Don't let Bear take advantage of your cards. Don't let Forbidden Lance be a dictating card in that matchup. And also, beware of main phase 1 Tenkin, because the threat is real. Turn 1 Dragon, turn 1 Dragon is kind of scary. But, you know, just slow roll things. So we've covered Prophecy, Yugioh, Mermails, Fire Fist, Battling Boxers, Noble Knights, and Bujin. All pre-Legacy of the Valiant. Kaiser Coliseum, Boss Monster. That's all 3 of those decks in a nutshell. All of them rely on Kaiser Coliseum to the point of setting up, put you in a semi-devastating position. You'd be kind of surprised what Kaiser Coliseum can do. As for Evil Swarms and Constellars, they're both very fragile. One of them, well actually they both lose to their respective mirrors. A lot of players don't seem to understand that. Dragons, I think dragons are wind-up syndrome right now. Just because of the fact that they're basically wind-ups. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, yeah, I understand the dragon deck in theory is good, but it's basically wind-ups. It's just one of those decks that it seems good, it's good, but outside of like the first 2 weeks of the format, you won't see the deck again. The deck just loses to Ghost in match so hard. The Fire Kings, that threat is real. It might be a relevant threat for a little bit, but once people start siding for it, should take care of everything, you know. I think that's the 10 decks for the format, pre-Legacy. I'm just kind of looking here. Chaos Dragons aren't real. I don't think we're going to get the Chronomaly cards in Valiant, and the Lightsworn Dream isn't real. So, to those of you that think you're going to be playing Lightsworn for the next set, guess what? You're probably not getting them as an import. Maybe in Primal Origin, but definitely not right now. Yeah. Outside of that, oh, Insectors. Hey, I'm an Insector player. I heard you like losing to my one of Hornet, my one of Dragonfly. Don't you like getting trolled? Ah. Keep forgetting about that deck. Oh, and Heroes. You'll never have to worry about them again because Stratos is banned. Enjoy your Salt Hero players. I have 3 hero decks. How do you think I feel? Outside of that, that looks like... Oh, Madoshe. I forgot about this. Madoshe went 9-0 at a regional in Germany. One of the best competitive events we have on record for the time being. Destroyed the meta there. Very, very strong matchups for the format. I think that... Oh, and Infernities. I keep forgetting about them. Infernities. Set your 3 barriers turn 1 with your attack mode Archfiend. That's pretty much Infernities in a nutshell. Looks like that's everything. Vampires are irrelevant. Zombies are pretty irrelevant right now, even though people are going to argue with me on that, but that's just the way this game is. So, those are your 12 decks for the format. Don't give a hoot. Don't pollute. So, yeah, those are your 12 decks in the format. They're all pretty easy to play against. The Gadget Dream is real. Do keep that in mind. Gadgets are pretty good this format. A lot better than most players give them credit for. But for the time being, those are the things you're going to have to side for of relevance. Some of the side choices. Do keep in mind multi-purpose cards that can shut down 1 deck, and shut down 2 decks, and shut down 3 decks are better than shutting down 1 deck. So do keep that in mind. Multi-purpose side deck cards are very important to this game. 1 card that can shut down 1 matchup, that shuts down a secondary matchup, is more valuable in my personal opinion than shutting down 1 matchup with 1 card. That's the secret to side decking. So guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the metagame. And 6EM Cool 40 out.